You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Home and Finance Radio. Please join me in welcoming our featured guests this morning. Joe Juliani, Paramount Properties and Financial Services is in the house. Welcome, Joe.
Good morning, Ron.
And repeat offender, Lance Indies, Prominent Escrow, is in the house once again. Welcome, Lance.
Hey, good morning. What's going on?
Let's chat a little bit about real estate. We're going to have some fun, I think, this morning. We have got Joe Juliani, Paramount Properties, in the house. Joe is one of the most straight-laced, blue, what do they call it, the pressed Oxford shirt type of guys I've ever seen.
Straight out of Banana Republic.
Okay, yeah, but we don't want to give them a free plug, though. Oh, well, we did anyway. So, we're going to talk real estate with Joe. How's it going, Joe?
Fantastic. It's good to be here on National Eat Your Vegetable Day.
On National Eat Your Vegetable Day, exactly. Or snoozing day if you're a soccer fan.
Right.
But I guess that'll probably get me in trouble in some of our demographics. But, you know, I'm used to getting in trouble. So let's talk real estate. Joe, what's the area that you focus on as far as geographically?
Geographically, it's pretty simple. 95% of my business comes from referrals. So I go all over the place. I'm more of a county-type Southern California boy. I've lived here my whole life. So I've sold homes as far up as Valencia, Calabasas, to San Clemente, Dana Point, to the desert.
Nice.
So my geographic area is everywhere my clients want me to go.
You know, that's an interesting focus because we share all the time that the key in real estate, my opinion anyway, is this is a very large transaction. In many instances, it's the largest transaction that most of us are going to get involved with, the largest asset, the largest liability. So having a referral, somebody you can get the name of, to me, that's a lot more important than looking at a bunch of signs on the street, because the signs basically tell me as a real estate professional, I'm going to ask you your opinion. If I see a bunch of signs out, that tells me somebody is good at putting signs out.
Correct.
I want to see the sold. I want to see the average days on the market. I want to see the number of transactions. Am I on the right track there?
Absolutely, 100%. You know what? Just a past client up in Yorba Linda, which I live in Rancho Santa Margarita, they had come to me through a referral, and the gentleman had said to me, look, sell my house. Don't just place a sign in my front yard.
Big difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was in some major competition with a lot of the area experts over there that they interviewed. But when it comes down to referral, personality, rapport, compassion with that person, they can feel that. They can feel that your whole motivation is to help them sell that property. Not just put a sign up, not hold open houses to get other people, not for their own good. It's for the homeowner's good.
That's an interesting concept, and I'm going to ask you about this one. We haven't even talked about this. I'm going to throw it off the cuff at you.
Uh-oh. Coming in hot.
Yeah, coming in hot. I saw a property recently that's listed by one agent, and there's an open house every single weekend by a different agent.
Correct.
In that property, never the agent that's got the listing.
Oh, that seriously drives me crazy, because all they're doing is they're not helping their client. They're just trying to get more clients through the revenue and through the stream of the open house. That's all they're trying to do. So they're using that client as a stepping stone to get more business for themselves and not actually trying to push the house. That kills me sometimes. That really does.
Well, the latest statistics I've seen, and maybe Lance has a statistical thought here, I'm not sure, but latest statistics I have seen was 15% of the property homes are sold through an open house. I think that's the National Association of Realtors statistics. Is that close?
Yes.
So if I'm a real estate agent, I go into a property and it's somebody else's listing, I have a 15% chance of selling that property. Who's going to follow up with anybody to see if they care about that property? All I'm really doing as an agent that's sitting in an open house is looking for that other 85% who I can sell to some other property.
Right.
Right? I have no vested interest in taking care of that client.
No, it's horrible, and we talk about that all the time. We talk about just trying to get traffic and use that homeowner as a vehicle, which just isn't fair whatsoever.
It's like having the great location for McDonald's, right? I mean, that's all that is.
That's it.
So what are you doing different? Because obviously as a agent that works anywhere that they're get a referral from a past client, that's telling me as an industry professional, I have a real estate license. I don't sell real estate. It tells me that your clients are happy with your work. Otherwise, they wouldn't refer you.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing to help people to make sure that their property gets sold?
You know what? The root of it starts with the compassion of the homeowner and their needs and wants. I can always remember, and I always put myself in their shoes, with the very first home that I ever purchased personally, and how scary it was, how daunting it was, how intimidating it was. These numbers are being thrown at you. People are coming through your house. What about my security? I always try to remember that. So that's how I always go into every transaction, is with that compassion for that client, knowing what they're going to be going through. Because like you just said earlier, it's the largest investment transaction you're going to make in your entire life. And it's extremely emotional.
And as a homeowner, not an industry professional, we're only going to do it 4 or 5 times in our life.
Right, right.
Right? So you as the person that's doing this day to day, full time, all the time, you can bring in that sense of security, put your arms around the people.
Absolutely. And the other good thing about it is that not only do I show the clients, family members, friends, relatives, whoever it may be, it's not about me selling their house. It's about everybody else. It's about the people that I surround myself with. I'm only as good as the people I surround myself with. That's it. So many agents out there have this I, me mentality, but really it's a we deal. I mean, that's why Lance is here. That's how I got here. I mean, that's why I surround myself with guys like Lance, my title company, my escrow company, my inspector who's been in the business for 40 years, my contractors, you name it. I surround myself with great people that have the same sense of compassion, and that's what helps my client, puts them at ease to sell their property.
That's an interesting thought. We're going to talk more about that because I was with some relatively new agents last week, and they were concerned that they didn't know the answer to everything. And I said, you don't need to know the answer to everything. You need to know the phone number to get the answer
Absolutely.
For everything. We're going to chat more about that when we come back. You're listening to Ron Siegel, Home and Finance Radio. Welcome back to Ron Siegel, Home and Finance Radio. Easy for me to say, within every market there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. Before the break, we were chatting with Joe Juliani. We were talking about real estate. We were talking about how to find a great real estate agent. And I suggest that the absolute best way to find a great real estate agent is referral. Now, when I say referral, there are going to be some folks that aren't going to like me for saying this. I say it anyway because I'm not politically correct. I am honest. Your best friend's mother's grandfather's brother's dog is probably not the reason that you should select the real estate agent. The average real estate agent in Orange County alone sells 1/2 of one home per year. That means it's a hobby. It's not a business. They don't know what they're doing in most instances. They have no experience. And you know something? I suggest when you're dealing with a transaction like real estate, there are speed bumps. There are going to be hiccups in those transactions. If you haven't done them, how do you know how to navigate them? If you don't know how to drive over a speed bump, do you know that you need to slow down? What if you have a septic tank in your property and the certificate is too old? What are you going to do? Just issues. That's not an everyday occurrence, but somebody that's been doing this for a significant amount of time, somebody that's been active in the industry, they know how to do it. So get a great referral from somebody that's doing the business, not somebody that's retiring or retired, or somebody that's doing it as a hobby. If you don't know somebody that fits that bill, just call me again. I get no benefit from referring you to Joe Juliani. I get no benefit at all other than the fact that I will know that I've helped somebody get a great agent, somebody to work on their behalf. That's the benefit I get. I have a real estate license. I don't transact it. I wouldn't do my own sale of my own house. I would hire somebody great. That's what I suggest to you. Now, one of the other things that I suggest from a great real estate agent, and I'm going to get your take on this one as well, Joe, is the real estate agent, if I have a good relationship with a real estate agent, you were saying before the break that you know a contractor?
I know, yes, several.
So if I bought a house from you 3 years ago, 4 years ago, could I call you today for a contractor's name?
All the time I get those questions, and absolutely.
Painter?
Painter.
Carpenter? Carpet?
Drywaller.
All of that.
Carpentry. Woodworking.
Plumber.
We're doing, I just finished, I have a new listing coming up next month in Hermosa Beach, a little over $4 million. To get the home ready, he said, who can I trust to do some of the construction work? My guys just finished over there. They actually have a little bit of painting to do that's left, but other than that, they're good. So, yes, absolutely. It's funny. My dad passed away 10 years ago, July 4th.
That doesn't sound funny to me.
Well, it is.
I just went through that 6 months ago. So I understand.
Well, it's funny in the sense that he always said, I got a guy. So that has always been my slogan is, I got a guy, no matter what.
I got to tell you guys, I took a class just recently on social media, and they were talking about the power of Facebook. For example, people are going Facebook now, and they're typing in, hey, does anybody have a great plumber or a great realtor or a great whatever it might be? Before they're going to Google, they're asking their friends because they want a trusted referral source. So it's very good to have a good social presence online, and Joe has done that. Paramount Properties is very well known online and on Facebook. They have a great following, and because of that, people can go. They can see what kind of person this person is before they consider listing a home with him.
And the concept of listing the home obviously is important, but it's the relationship. I suggest that, you know something, our lending team loves doing loans for people and helping people. We love more the fact of being able to call them, talk to them, have a relationship with them, because the business is great. We have to feed our families. Right. Everybody does. We understand that.
Right.
But you know something? I don't ever go out to dinner with a $100 bill.
Right.
Right? I go out to dinner with a person, with a friend, with somebody that I can enjoy spending time with. And, you know, that was one of the comments that many real estate agents are out there looking for. They're out there to do business as opposed to build relationships.
Right.
And that's the real thing, is the real estate agent. I mean, you can use your real estate agent if they're a great agent, as we've just talked with Joe about. You know, all those things about the house, but also about the school districts and,
everything like that you can find online. Like I tell people all the time when I walk into their house, and they always say, you know, help me out. I always go, so what's your home worth? Because they know what their home is worth. We live in modern technology, Ron. You know this. You're a big tech guy. You can get anything online between all the major hubs and information that's out there. You know exactly the square footage, what the homes have sold for, how many bedroom. You know better than anybody. I'm here to facilitate that in a very calm manner. Because as you know, so many things can go wrong, but we're here as an orchestrator to smooth those waters out for.
And it's needed because not only are you there to smooth those waters out, but statistics just bear it out that when you use a great agent, you don't pay them anything. Whether it's on the buy side or the sell side, they will get you more money for your property because they know what they're doing.
You know, one thing that you said if out there, if you could see me, I was like pumping my fist when Ron was saying, don't use your aunt's, third cousin's, dog walker's, friend's, best buddy's neighbor who does it all the time. It's like I try to explain to everybody all the time. If you got a root canal that you need to have done, are you going to go to your mechanic? No, that's not.
I don't even want to go to a part-time dentist.
Right. That's what they do. I mean, this is the largest investment you're going to make and the biggest transaction you're going to handle. You need someone that does this full-time, day in, day out, and that's what we do.
Absolutely, and it's important. So So what makes you different? I understand the relationships. I understand the concept of the referrals. And I understand that you've got to do it right because you wouldn't get referrals if you're not doing your job the right way.
You know, offer so much more than I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for the other agents out there.
But it gives us an idea of what we should expect, right?
You could expect the world. Let me just give you an example. I'm dealing with a client right now where they had an extensive, I'm not going to say what it is, but an extensive collectibles. And they didn't know what to do with it. They were just like in a panic. What do we do with these collectibles? I said, don't worry about it. I'll handle it. They go, so what do you know about these collectibles? I go, absolutely nothing, but I'm going to find the people that do know, and we're going to help you out because you are in dire somebody and you are in a panic situation. I will take the bull by the horns, and I will handle this. Within 1 week, we got them everything they needed, and I was shocked because they gave me a gift card. They gave me 3 thank you letters. I don't expect any of that. But that's just what we do as professionals. If there's something we don't know, we'll find the professional out there for them. We're there to help that client, no matter what it is. I mean, from collectibles to pulling permits to holding garage sales and estate sales, whatever it is.
That's the beauty of the person that's in a business for the relationship as opposed to the paycheck. Right? Because you're out there looking to see how can I help people. And I understand that if I help enough, and someone brighter than me said, I think it's Zig Ziglar, if I can help enough people accomplish what they want, I'll get what I want.
Amen.
Isn't that the key to it? We're going to chat more about this when we get back.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Home and Finance Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. We're going to continue our conversation with Joe Juliani, Paramount Properties, covering the whole Southland, basically, huh, Joe?
Pretty much.
Oh, but only for people that refer you from one to another because that's how they get to know great service.
Absolutely. You know, some of the other services that I provide, I've actually have been a part of parts of Holland, parts of Hawaii, because people have asked for my opinion, and I don't know anything about Holland real estate. I don't know anything about Hawaii real estate, but what I can do for you is you hire somebody that you think that you're going to have a good working relationship with, have them call me. I will look over all your paperwork. I will see if they dot every I, cross every T, and if there's something I don't understand because it's that segment over there, I'll ask them the questions. And I'm like your little backup to things that you don't know. And I'll just do this for nothing, for free, for God. I don't want anything. I just want to make sure you have a good experience.
And you know, if I'm in the same area that or arena or belief that you're saying there, again, with Holland, I don't know anything about that either.
Right.
But Lance was talking earlier about social media.
Right.
And every Tuesday morning, I am part of or a host of a mastermind call, a nationwide mastermind call. So when I've had people say to me, hey, Ron, do you know a great real estate agent in Maryland? It's about 30 seconds until we can give them somebody who has the same philosophies. Lance, you're a social media guy. We're always seeing you on social media. It doesn't take very long when you've got a network of people to find great information about almost anything, right?
5 minutes. Someone asks me for anything, I can go, I think I know a guy, like Joe's line earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just go to your search for friends, and oh my gosh, yes, he's a carpenter or he's a painter, you know.
I mean, I did see one the other day, Lance. You might be able to help with this. I couldn't help on this one. I did see on my social media stream the other day somebody looking for a great OBGYN.
I knew I was getting set up.
I was not able to help there, but I could call somebody that did.
Right? And you know what? I would be able to hook that up. Even though it's not my expertise, I know of one. So don't even mess around. We cover everything.
I think you just tapped into the one thing I don't know anything about.
It's great information, but that's the focus. I mean, a great real estate agent who's here's the concept. When I talk to real estate agents, I want them, and I teach a lot of real estate agents. My focus to real estate agents is go out and prospect and convert, and then give that transaction to your transaction coordinator because that's what they're good at, so that you as the real estate agent can go out and talk to more people and be a greater service to your clients.
Absolutely. And you know what? I gotta give props off to my wife. She is the mad escrow coordinator in our office. It's crazy. I mean, Lance can attest to this. Everybody in his escrow office just goes, she's out of control. I mean, she's just like on it. So like now, it's like if you ask for something, it's there 10 minutes later, and they're going, well, we could have had it in 48 hours. No, it's got to get.
I'm going to give her a shout out. Her name is Heather Giuliani. She's awesome. I know she's probably listening to the show. Heather and I.
She probably isn't listening to the show because she doesn't want to hear anything that Joe has to say. I mean,
no, for sure she's listening.
My wife doesn't listen to the show. She's said I don't let my guests talk enough.
I got to say, Heather, and I'm pleased to say the people that we have on board at Prominent that she works closely with, I think we have the same work ethic.
Right.
So that drive to get something done in 10 minutes, we respect that. We're going to do the best we can. So I think it's a great working relationship.
And those are the type of things that you really want from people that are working for you. I share this all the time. And Joe, just from the conversation that we've had, here's my concept. I've kind of coined this. I might even trademark it or I don't know, copyright. Is everybody needs a household board of directors. And the household board of directors, real estate person.
Right.
Have them on speed dial.
Right.
You and I were talking during the break. I mean, your clients, they can call you if they need to spend anything over $500.
That's it. Anything over 500, don't make a move because I'll find somebody that can help you out, most definitely.
And even if you've got a great solution, does a second opinion hurt?
No. Absolutely not. No, that's good. You know, it's one of the things that I like to put in all my contracts that I have with my clients. And I don't know, I can't speak for anybody else, but I like to put in performance guarantees. Mm-hmm. Like if I don't perform for you and you're not happy, let's shave something off. I strive for 100%. I have a client I'm working with right now, and he's a big golfer. He has a membership at a very exclusive golf club. And he says, I'm going to take you golfing after this transaction's done. I go, no, only if you're satisfied 100%. And he goes, I'll go for 80. I go, no. I won't go for 80. I want 100. I want you to be extremely happy.
So when are you going to Augusta?
Yeah,
right.
And those that are not golfers, that is obviously the pinnacle of golf courses. Go ahead, Lance. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, the thing that Joe does by doing that is he doesn't set himself as a real estate agent now. Now he's becoming a trusted resource.
And that's part of the board of directors.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right? The board of directors, because you want to have a great real estate person. You want a great mortgage person. You want to have great insurance people,
right.
Good escrow guys,
financial planners, escrow people. These are all, because you don't know what you're going to need when, and if you've got those folks already in your quiver, in your speed dial, mm-hmm. you can really help yourself, your family. That's the important thing, and that's the bottom line of what our whole focus today. And you might think that we're pushing Joe, and I am, but the whole concept here is setting your family up for success. There's a lot of challenges that come out in this world.
Absolutely.
We see them every day. If you can stomach listening to the news,
which I can't.
Right? You can really see a lot of challenges, and a lot of these challenges. I mean, I know that one of the things we've seen recently is an increase in the number of suicides because of financial stress, because of real estate, because of credit scores. And something, I suggest those folks, that's really drastic, obviously, but if they had the calming voice that you were talking about earlier, Joe, somebody that could take some of that stress off of their back and give them a solution, we can save people. That's what this is about.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I like to just say to people when I first meet them, I go, look, give me 5% of your trust, and I will earn the other 95. I forgot where I heard it. But once I heard that, I went, that's just crazy. Just give me 5%. I will earn the other 95. Just give me give me that little foot in the door, and I will earn it. Period.
Sounds like a Giulianiism.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't go. Where do you go from that? I mean, that's exactly it. Because all anybody really wants, and this is what you should be expecting, is somebody to earn your business, earn your trust, earn what they get from you. Ron Siegel, Home and Finance Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Joe Juliani for coming in, Paramount Properties, Lance Indies, Prominent Escrow. We appreciate you coming in, and a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel, Home and Finance Radio. Again, if you have any questions, if you want to meet Joe or Lance, just give me a call at 800-306-1990. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.